Hey guys, I'm here. Hopefully, you are getting the notification right now. I'm still getting set up because I um, am kind of running a little bit late. Let's see if I can see your comments. Let's see who's here. Hopefully, you are seeing me. There we go. Ta-da! Okay. Let's see this. Okay, so this is just so you know. Oh my gosh, my hair. So this is what you. This is how I look at the end of the day. Just in case you didn't realize that. Let me see. Okay, that's better. I can. Okay, now I see. I am seeing your comments. I am saying hello. Hello, Tracy. Hello, hello, hello. I'm gonna go run and get the book that I want to talk about this week because it's excellent. And I will be right back. Hey, Jessica. I'll be right back. So we have some kind of like very cool. Now, keep in mind. Oh, I gotta. Okay, that's better. I have some. Hey, Linda. Hey, Nicole. Oh my gosh, there's so many more of you that I'm seeing. I think this is a much, much better um, format, and I'm seeing so many people who don't usually get to join us. So here, let's do that so you don't see my messy shelves. And we're also, hopefully nobody minds, I will be opening a bottle of wine because, fun fact, my parents are coming over for dinner later, and I'm breaking into this baby a little bit early. So if you have something, feel free to join. I only have 20 minutes, just so you know, because they are coming over, and I still need to make a salad. But I made a roast lamb. Turned out pretty well. I have an excellent roast lamb recipe, and it's like super non-complicated. I'll try and remember to post the recipe. No guarantees. And but it's one of those ones that like you get a boneless leg of lamb. I'm a big fan of the one from Costco. Um, I'm a big fan of the one from Costco because it's $6 a pound, and yeah, I like that. It's a lot of meat, and you can, ta-da, boom, there we go. And you can get it and you just marinate it overnight and then you stick it in the oven in the morning. It's kind of like a crock pot recipe. Like you stick it in the oven and basically forget about it. You cover it with foil. You need zero fancy things. The only thing that is slightly complicated is like the spice mix, but that again kind of depends on what you want to do. Oh, my hair's really bad. My hair's really bad, you guys. Okay, so reading, watching, listening. I'm gonna pour myself a glass of wine. Oh, Jane, the baby. Jane says the baby even cooperated and went to bed. Yes. Okay. So evening stream. I'm liking this. I'm liking this very much. Wine and tea tonight. Excellent. Moscow Mule. Perfect. Margarita time. Excellent. Okay. I am drinking a Tobin James, which is a local Paso Robles winery. This is a French Camp Vineyard Zinfandel. It's one of my dad's favorite wines, actually. It's very fruity, very nice, thick. This will go great with the lamb. So I'm breaking into it early and set it off to the side. So, reading, watching, listening. What I want to do is kind of, I'm going to pull this forward a little bit. I want to go over like what you guys have been reading and watching and listening is very simple. I had kind of this strange synergy this week where I picked up, or it was a couple weeks ago. I picked up this book, which is A Darker Shade of Magic, V.E. Schwab. Which I like people rave about V.E. Schwab, Victoria Schwab, and I had never read her before. I'm super impressed with it so far. I'm really enjoying it. This is a young adult book, but I would say it is older young adult. So I'm not like seeing a lot of heat level kind of stuff, but the writing is excellent. It's very sophisticated. The characters are wonderful. I know it's been like super, so many people have said like, "Oh, that's a great book." I'm really enjoying it. I'm just cracked into it, but it's about parallel worlds. I'm kind of savoring it. Like I'm picking it up every now and then, and I'm just like reading a couple chapters and then putting it down and reading something else. But this is the main thing I'm reading. And I'm writing, like I'm finishing. Sorry, I keep scrolling up to make sure I see your comments. I'm gonna move the pinned comment so that way, there we go, that's better. Um, so I'm writing a ton. I just prepped the newsletter for tomorrow, actually. So there's a teaser of the Shadow Path in there. So that's book two in first in after First Light. So in the Shadowlands series, it's book two. So I'm writing a ton. I'm like smack dab in the middle of the third act. So we're getting right to the end. So I'm not filling my head with too much other than that right now because I want to keep focus. But so I've been just like picking this up and reading it, and it not to say that it is not compelling. This is 100% something that, like, if I had the time, I could sit down and devour this. I could tell. The writing is gorgeous. It's about parallel fantasy worlds, so like, which I did not know when I picked it up, and that is, obviously, if you've read the Shadowlands, you've got a parallel world there. So that is really fun. But it's like very different. The magic system is very intriguing. I'm very interested in that. I highly recommend this. I think it's going to be great. It gets really great reviews. And then I've met the two main characters. I'm pretty sure there's just the two. She is a thief, which, I love a female main character who has sticky fingers. And he is a mage, dimensional traveler, very magicy, and she seems non-magicy but fantastic. And I don't know, I'm really really enjoying it, and I think you guys would too. So this is about parallel worlds. What am I watching right now? Hold on, I'm gonna break into this wine. Colleen said she just read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which is also by V.E. Schwab. How did you like it? That's another one I have not read, but it gets rave reviews. Catherine just started The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. That sounds sci-fi. It sounds familiar, actually. I have heard of it. Um, Colleen, you got all sorts of stuff. The Familiar, one of yours, The Staff and the Blade. Yay. Love Damien. Sorry. A reread of 1984, topical, and A Court of Silver Flames, which is Sarah J. Maas, right? I have not read any of Sarah J. Maas. I feel like I am very unwell read at this point in the fantasy world, because she is so huge. Let's see, One Dark Window by Rachel Gellig. I have that one, and I have a feeling after I finish that One Dark Window might be next. Because, yeah, same thing. Everyone just absolutely raves about it. Um, okay, so Colleen says The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which is also by V. Schwab, so same author, is really good, and I believe that's a standalone. I believe that is a standalone, so that's kind of nice, actually. It's kind of nice to pick up a standalone every now and then and just like shoot through it. I will. Excuse me. I think I will love it. I'm really with The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue or One Dark Window. One Dark Window. Great duology. Oh, you guys are talking about the magic system in One Dark Window. I love a good magic system. That's good stuff. Mm. Wine is delicious. Anyway, so usually I have coffee. I kind of, I didn't drink a lot of red wine for a long time because it was bothering me. Okay, I'm 9 minutes in. I've got other stuff to get through. Okay, but yes, cheers. So, of course, we could talk about what we are reading forever, but I am watching very fun, kind of episodic as well, and another parallel world thing, which is super fun. This one is almost a little bit more like the Shadowlands because there's only two worlds. There are multiple worlds in this one, so very. You know what? There's kind of a Howl vibe, right? If you've read or watched Howl's Moving Castle, you know how that house can move and there's different doors. This guy he can open doors. So, but I'm watching a K drama, super, which is super fun. I don't know if you're into K drama. I love a K drama. K dramas are generally between 14 to 18. Most of them are like right around 16 episodes, so they're more like mini series. Sometimes they'll have a second season, but often not. Um, and they're very tropey. A lot of times they can be very fun. This one is, I initially thought it was just like a pure romance one, and I love a K drama romance. The first K drama I ever watched it's pretty recently actually, and Alana Andrews actually is the one who recommended it to me, and it was Business Proposal, because I told her, I'm like, I just want something like super fun and fluffy, and I don't want to think too much. Um, so it's Business Proposal, which is a romantic comedy, which is really fun and fantastic. The chemistry between the leads is really, really fun. Um, the one I'm watching right now is The King Eternal Monarch. Okay, The King Eternal Monarch. It is a romance. I mean, can it be a K drama without a romance? It is a romance. And Carol's in therapy for her K drama addiction. You don't need to be in therapy. This is an excellent addiction to have. So the King Eternal Monarch has a parallel world, very much like the Shadowlands, right? So as far as we know, so far, there's only two of them. So there's only two parallel worlds. There is the modern day Korea that we know, which is familiar, great, set in Seoul, as let's be honest, most K dramas are, unless you are watching one that's like Hometown Cha Cha Cha, which is another one of my favorites. It's really, really funny. It has small town vibes. Anyway, The King Eternal Monarch is set in two Koreas. One of the Koreas is the Korea that we know, South Korea that we know, and then the other one is this very fascinating parallel world where the Joseon dynasty never ended. So they have a monarchy. And so, but it's modern. It's set in the modern world, but this is a modern world where, kind of like in the UK, the monarchy continued. They're not quite as in the UK, because the king in this one definitely has more governmental authority. So it is really fascinating, just purely from a world building perspective. I love seeing the costuming. The costuming is fantastic. The costuming and the architecture and the way they've kind of set up the world building in this alternative reality where the monarchy in Korea never ended. It's really good. The other thing that I'm about halfway through. The chemistry is chemistrying. Um, so many people rave about the actor who's the male main character. He's not one of my favorites, but he's still very good, and he carries off, the monarch thing very, very well. One of the things I love about this one too is the um, the female main character is a police detective. Like, she is a violent crimes police detective, and she is great. She is so sarcastic. She is so not cute. Okay. And I love a cute heroine. There is so much place for cuteness and happiness and joy in my life. But every now and then, to kind of subvert the very typical K drama trope of having like a cutesy heroine, she is so, so good. That's a great question. Jane just asked, I've never watched a K drama. Are they on Netflix or some other platform? This one I'm watching on Netflix. They're on a lot of different platforms, but Netflix has a lot. So that's a good place to start. You're going to find a lot of options. One I started with was Business Proposal, which is, again, super cute, super funny, very smart. I'm personally am a fan of subtitles. I like to hear the actors' actual voices. I think particularly for that one, the dubbed voice in Business Proposal, I tried it and I was like, oh, this guy does not sound like the voice did not match the face, put it that way. Sometimes dubbing can work great. In this case, I recommend, you're all readers, you're all fast readers, you can handle the subtitles. So that is what I'm watching. So what I'm reading is this one, V.E. Schwab, Parallel World, watching The King, Eternal Monarch, another Parallel World, and then I'm listening to a lot of stuff, but I'm I'm listening to a lot of the my favorite albums from the last year that won Grammys. So Cowboy Carter was 100%. I'm a huge like country and roots fan, and I also love R&B. I love funk. I love so Cowboy Carter like literally hit every dopamine center in my brain. I love Cowboy Carter. So I've been re-listening to that. I've also been listening to Doechii, who is this amazing rapper. And she, Alligator Bites. What's the name of the album? Alligator Bites Don't. Do, do, do. I gotta look. I gotta scroll down a little bit because I was just listening to it. Alligator Bites Never Heal. Alligator Bites Never Heal. And this is, let me see. I don't know if I can show you. That's the cover. It's a great cover. It's so good. Ah, if you can see it outside of the glare. So that's Doechii. She just won a Grammy. And what else? I am not listening to any audiobooks right now. I don't have any audiobooks in the ticker. So mostly just music, and then 100% just kind of like writing music for the Shadow Path. Like, you know me, I use my playlist very deliberately to kind of put me in writing mode. So, mm. So I've been listening to a lot of that. I've been trying to avoid podcasts generally. Yeah, Colleen says if she's never seen a K drama, but I watched a dubbed over show or movie. I need the subtitles. Yeah, definitely. Like I'm a big fan of subtitles as well. It doesn't. I understand people who find them distracting. I really do. Uh, like my husband much prefers a dubbed version of a film. He just likes to be able to concentrate on the visuals and not be reading at the bottom. Let's see. Glad. Oh, somebody. Oh, Shelley read the Trisha O'Malley book. So that is what I, that's basically what, that's it. That's what I'm reading, watching, listening. I have 3 more minutes. So if you have a question, pop it up real quick, and then I got to scoot and go make the salad for dinner tonight. So reading V.E. Schwab, Darker Shade of Magic. I believe this is a series, but I'm not sure how many books. Watching The King, Eternal Monarch. Fantastic K-drama, super fun. The world building is great. Cheesy, yes, sometimes, but who cares? And also, don't talk to me about plot holes in my K-dramas. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. Anyway, and then listening to Cowboy Carter on repeat, and Doechii's album Alligator Bites Never Heal. Also a great Tiny Desk concert if you like NPR Tiny Desk concert. What salad am I making? I'm making a cauliflower salad. I roasted some cauliflower earlier. I'm going to put that with some almonds, some Marcona almonds, and maybe some crispy onions. And then I don't know what I might add to it. I have a miso salad dressing that might be really good with that. Um, Oh my gosh, Jinxie just said there will be a third season of The Diplomat. Okay, I knew there was, but do we have a timeline? Because if you don't know, I'm addicted to The Diplomat. That series is so good. If you haven't watched it, that's another fantastic one. Shelly is watching Beast Games. I'm not a big reality TV person. I keep hearing like kind of mixed things about Beast Games though. Like some people are like, "Oh my gosh, this is really compelling," but other people are like, "No, this is so cruel." Like there's so many like I don't love cruelty if that makes sense. But I'm glad. I hope you're enjoying it. I know Mr. Beast is like a huge thing. I know like so many people. My son would be able. My son is much cooler than me. I know who he knows who he is. Let's see. Any last questions before I sign off? Colleen says if I really like complex shows. Remember the show Dark on Netflix? It's originally filmed in German, so it's dubbed over in English. I have heard of that. And is it like, I want to say like an urban fantasy kind of? I'm curious. Dark on Netflix. I will check that out when I'm finished with The King, Eternal Monarch, my delightful K-drama. Have a great evening, you guys. I'm going to say goodbye, and I will see you in 2 weeks. This was so much fun. I am a fan of the evening lives Let's do this again, and I'll see you in a couple weeks. Have a good one, you guys. Bye.